Hello guys, and welcome back to another Satisfactory guide, and today we're going to be talking about miners and how we can house these. And it occurred to me that we could build a blueprint that we can just place down once we have the right grid position, and all we'll need to do is connect the miner to that and then the miner to the power, and from there we'll have a system ready to run. Take, for example, this one. So we've got it on the blueprint, and we're going to snap that there. And then all we need to do is grab our miner, and then we can connect the power to wherever we want. And you'll also notice that this is centrally outputted. So really cool system that we're going to be playing around with today. I will mention all these builds that you see are going to be available as blueprints as a bonus on our Patreon. However, I am going to talk you through how to build these as well. So do not worry. I am going to be doing this in creative mode just to make it easier on me. But the first thing that you're going to want to do once you place down your blueprint designer is to grab the foundations. Now, we're going to be using 3 foundations for this one. We're going to make it nice and easy, 3 by 2. And from here, we're going to grab some walls. We're just going to build around it for now. What we want is the miner to be aligned with this. So we're going to have the miner in this section. And I think we'll keep it simple. Just for an example here, we're going to grab a window because that looks pretty cool. And we will also add maybe a doorway. Let's do that. So from here, we're going to check that this aligns right. So we're just going to save this as miner test. At this point, we've placed down the miner and found the central alignment to this foundation. As you can see, if we grab this, it is aligned. Now from here, we're going to grab another foundation and place it just here. And then on this edge, we're going to grab a blueprint. The reason why we haven't done the blueprint here is that sometimes it can be difficult to get the right snapping. So we are going to place this in default mode along one of the edges. Unfortunately, we can't place it there, but we can here. And then from here, we're going to delete these. We're going to grab our blueprint again, and we're going to, using the blueprint mode, place this one across. And then from here, we're going to be able to grab our miner blueprint, and with it in blueprint mode, we're going to be able to twist it and rotate it into the position that we want, like so. From here, we've now placed it. We can place down the miner and check that it's all aligned, which it is. And from here, we have the basic foundation set up for our housing. So we're going to head back to the blueprint designer now, and we're going to build this up, and then I'm going to show you what I've done with the other miners. When it comes to housing factories, I quite like to have one corner that is all glass. We're also going to, at this point, build up these all the way around. And then from here, we're going to place another kind of wall. This could be anything you want. We're just going to go with a basic concrete wall. And you can be as creative as you want. Really, you want to try and make these fit in with the build that you've already got going within your world. And then from here, we do need to go slightly higher. So I think we'll probably go with another line just around the side, and maybe we will run that there. And at this point, we can play around with the color. Maybe if we're doing an iron build, we might want to use a red color around the base just to give us an idea that this is iron. And once we're happy with it, we can save it. And from there, we're going to grab it and place it down in blueprint. We can add our miner, connect it up, And there you are. You have a miner that's been housed and is perfectly aligned within its own grid, ready to go onto the main grid wherever your bus is going to be taking the resources. But we should probably cover all of the rest of the builds that I've done to give you an idea as to how creative you can get with it. First one that I built was probably the simplest one. You've already seen what we've done with the previous one. It's very similar, but you can see this is pretty simple and one which allows you to build inside it. Something that I would like to show off. If you're interested in seeing a factory that's got a miner within it and it's a single blueprint that produces various items, do let me know. We'll do some really compact build designs within blueprints, which might be quite cool. The second one that we have designed is another 3x2, keeping it very simple here. This one has the glass around two sides, and we also play with the different use of glass as well. Very simple, easy to build. As you can see, we've just got concrete with a few layers of normal walls and then the metallic wall, followed by some different roofing and using the ramped walls to create an angular structure. And I wanted to play around a little bit with clipping. So we've got this section here. It's much smaller. It is a 2x1, and you have to make sure that the window side is against the foundation. You can see the basic box that we've placed. We're going to run in or fly in and add our miner. What I like about this is the fact that we have an access point to get to the top, but also that I keep the side open so that you can actually go in and upgrade it should you want, or overclock it. The next build, we played around with clipping even more. I actually really like this build, and it's meant to be placed this way around. However, because of the walkway that we have there, you'll notice that it's misaligned by a single walkway. So for this, we're actually going to have to place another foundation here, then grab our blueprint foundation and place that on the edge, such as here. And then we can delete this, place it down in blueprint mode. And then from here, we should be able to place this one. And as you can see, we have played around a little bit more with the build itself. And I like how it snaps and we clip through it all. This is of course perfectly aligned. And then we have access to the miner through the top section here. I am really happy with this build, but we did have to get a little bit sneaky with placement so that we could get this to align with the foundation, because we're using a whole foundation and a half foundation as the footprint for this, which means that we have an extra space here of half a foundation that we need to fill out. Which I can show you how we did that over at the Blueprint Designer. And here we are. You can see what we've done to make up for the half foundation just next to it is we've added 4 beams just across the front. And doing that has meant that this is now aligned with a single foundation when we're placing it. We're going to place our next one. This is my favorite, but probably the simplest as well. It doesn't really matter the placement here. You can see we've just placed it directly against here, even if it's not aligned. We're going to grab our miner. And you can see here that using the beams, we've made it look a lot more industrial. And we're also able to walk on top of this should we wish. Again, the outputs are aligned. In order to build this, we've used the beams for the supports, then the connectors as the black boxes you can see on each of the edges. And then we have the beam supports actually holding up the walkways. And you can walk up there and check out the whole system as you wish. Something very simple, but I love the way it looks. But we are going to leave it there. I hope this has filled you with some ideas as to what you can run in your factories as little minor blueprints. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do hit the thumbs up. And obviously, if you want to see more and haven't already, do make sure to subscribe. And let me know if you would like to see us doing some compact builds based on the blueprints in the comments below. And perhaps you'll see that in the coming weeks. But guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to all of our amazing supporters. Most notably, our Solo-Clips patrons, James Irwin, Fireflesh, Trebor, and Beowulf, as well as our Lunars, the Calamity, Ben, Star, Shoku the MN Wolf, and that dude AW, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is the Souchan Husky. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.